Stop wasting time on PBR material setup in 3ds Max. I'm Aga from ArcVizArtist, and today I'll show you how to take your render from this to this in under 7 minutes with 5 simple steps. By the end of this video, you'll know how to cut hours off your workflow. No more wasting time on map hunting, messing material modes, or finding 3D models. All of that thanks to the new Poliigon 3ds Max plugin that drops in stunning ready-to-render materials and models in seconds. Full disclosure, this video is sponsored by Poliigon, an amazing library of textures, 3D models, and HDR eyes that make building realistic scenes way easier. When they contacted me, it was no-brainer. If you watch this channel for some time, you know that I've used and recommended their stuff for free many times. Now, they've prepared a special discount for you guys. The first 200 people who purchase a membership via my link will get a 10% discount. If you are on a budget, they have a lot of free assets to choose from. Let's get started. The first step is downloading the Poliigon plugin. You will find the link in the description below this video. Once it's downloaded, just drag and drop it into 3ds Max. That's all it takes. Next, dock the icon to your toolbar and log in through your web browser. Finally, choose the folder where you want your assets saved, and you're ready to go. The second step is download and apply materials, all without leaving 3ds Max. Here is the scene we'll be working on, but first, let me present the plugin a little bit. We have textures, models, and HDR eyes available for us. At the bottom, we can find all the free stuff. If you see this icon in any category, it means you can download it for free. On top, we have a search bar. Nice and straightforward. Let's add the first material. I will start with the floor. Maybe this one. To use the material, first we have to purchase it and download. It all can be done with one click. The material is downloading really quickly. Notice I have 1 credit less after this purchase. Now we are able to assign it to objects in the scene. By default, we use 2K textures, but you can download other resolutions here. You can also set the default resolution in the settings. You can click Import to assign this material to the selected object, or drag and drop the material into the object. And here it is. We have to assign the UVW map modifier with the real-world map size option on. The material has the size set up in the maps, which is very handy. Let me show you. Next, I will explain how the material is built. On top, we have a color texture mixed with ambient occlusion to get a subtle, grounded finish with gentle contact shadows. Then, there is a glossiness map that controls how sharp the reflections are. Darker areas look rough, brighter areas look shiny. Finally, at the bottom, we have normal and displacement textures that add surface detail. Normals fake small bumps, while displacement pushes real geometry for bigger forms. Great! Let's add another material. I will add veneer to the top shelves. Here we can filter materials that we own. I will use this one. We can also use standard box mapping to adjust material to our needs. Let's see how it looks in render. Looking great. I want this wood to be black though. So the third step is to adjust the downloaded materials. We can do it quickly using the color correction map. Quick tip, hold Ctrl and drag the node onto the noodle to auto-insert it between those nodes. Great. Now I will make it darker and then desaturate it completely. Not complicated at all. You can adjust all the materials exactly as you like. Poliigon has huge library of textures, but even if you can't find the exact one, grab something close and tweak it to nail the look. I'm really happy with that. Next, I will show you how to make these materials even more photorealistic. But first, let's add some material to the countertop. I will go with this marble. Just purchase it and import. Great! No changes required here. Poliigon has a large library of surface imperfections. Smudges, dust, fingerprints, or scratches that you can overlay in roughness or normal to add instant realism. I have created a simple corona material with a dark color. I will use surface imperfections to make it more interesting. You can find them in this section. I will use these smudges. Let's download it. Great! Now this time, I will right-click and open the folder where the assets are saved. Then let's drag these textures to the material editor. I will use the brighter texture to control roughness. First, let's add a mix map and plug the texture as a mix amount. Then I will simply adjust the colors to have nice variations in the reflections. Awesome! Lastly, I've downloaded this metal material and adjusted it a bit using the same methods I've showcased previously. And the materials are done, which bring us to the fourth step, which is doll out and place the assets. Here are the models. I will add some pendant lights above the island. With models, the workflow is exactly the same. Purchase, download and import. Here it is. Let's place it. I will show you how it looks rendered. Great quality. I really appreciate the attention to detail. Now we have to find other assets to add life to this image. The process is extremely easy, and the best part is that you don't have to leave the software. It helps with more productive work. I will speed this part up, as me placing models is probably quite boring to you guys. I'm dropping in a few well-chosen assets to add context and balance without clutter. Keep the palette and style consistent, vary size and height slightly, and leave breathing room so the scene feels intentional. Keep it simple. A couple of purposeful placements that support the scene's story are enough. The fifth and last step is to adjust the model's materials. The quality of this model is great, and it fits our scene very well. The bright ball doesn't match our color scheme at all though. Not a problem. Just place the material in the editor and add a color correction map, as we did before. Make it darker and desaturate the color. Great! As you can see, great textures and models can really elevate your render. Grab the Poliigon plugin and assets via the link below. The first 200 memberships get 10% off. If you want to go deeper, check out my courses. They're packed with concise, practical, step-by-step lessons to level up your renders fast. Bye-bye!